It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy
Welcome. I thought we went to Black and Warren coming back. Hey, here we are.
How you doing?
Listen, I got exciting news.
Sure.
What's today's date?
Thursday, the 16th.
It was Tuesday.
The 16th.
Started with a T.
October 16th. Now you're going to confuse me.
Boom. There it is. And where are we on the 21st?
On the 21st, Spotlight for a Cause. They're going to be a crazy Uncle Mike's, October 21st, 5 o'clock to 7:30, and it is to spotlight the interns of Amp Media Futures Foundation, which are the interns that run the studio right here in Boca Raton. So we've got 5 incredible musical acts that are going to be there. We've got Crazy Uncle Mike's in partnership with 561 Music, Do Good Del Rey. So many great, we've got working nurses. We have Aroma Lisa. So many great sponsors that are joining us and a lot of good stuff. PHT, Peter Tracy.
We're going to show some shirts that you can actually get if you make a donation to PHT and join, subscribe or something like that.
Now the donation comes to us, and then they get one of his shirts, even better.
We're doing that night?
Yes.
Okay, so whatever it is, there's going to be shirts there for you to get, all sorts of good stuff.
Putting our swag bag together, our bell and our wands, and a lot of cool things.
A lot of mucho. One of the things, tonight's show, we have the lineup. We have a Thursday night lineup, and we're going to start, I think it starts at 5 and it goes through 8 o'clock or something like that. There's so many different things that go on that I don't know, but I want to congratulate All County Health because they just completed 1,000 hours on the air since I've known them.
Nice.
And that's not bad. You and I have over 8,000 hours on the air. Or it's 8,000 shows, something like that.
I wish I had something to say. Do you remember when I met you? When I met Freddie, he says to me, why don't you do this? I said, I really got nothing to say.
Nothing.
8,000 hours later.
I can't shut her up. She doesn't shut up. But I want to congratulate Old County. I'm trying to get Delroy, who's out of town, to come in because I want you to interview him tonight to congratulate him. And they are actually going to have the picture of the show, and on the radio station calendar, you'll be able to plug in. We're going to use that as a link and everything else so you can watch and hear the show on radio from Fort Pierce down to the Keys. 10.6 million subscribers they have, which is amazing. But they are on 7 radio stations, and it's just an accomplishment, and I just got the word. And the reason I brought that up is because our guests came from the same people that just gave me the word. So you see how things like congratulate. What is it? Congratulate? Something, yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Dana.
And I'm excited because things are falling in place. You don't see that yet.
I do, because Dana's here.
No, that's a whole nother.
Things are falling into place. Jalen's putting our bells together with my wand for the swag bag. So things are falling into place. I just got to get all the things to the printer today and talk to Crazy Uncle Mike, get all musical lined up. They're practicing here tonight. We've got the Ruse. They're going to be joining us at 7:30 tonight on True Oldies. Yes. We've got Josh, Jalen, and Jose that are going to be here at 7:30.
That's pretty cool.
Which is pretty good. And then Gato's going to be joining us also. He's going to let the cameras go on autopilot tonight so he can talk about the foundation and what it means to them.
Wow, you're way ahead of me.
Pretty cool, right?
Very nice.
We should actually just let them host the whole show.
Maybe Gato will open it up and do it. Why not?
And you and I can run the board.
I can run the board. Yes.
So a lot of good things. We've got a great guest and a huge thank you to True Oldies. And I guess Mike sent Dana's information over to us.
He did. He says, this lady in here talking about radio, talking about stuff. I couldn't believe when we called, she answered the phone. She actually called me back because I have a 347 number. She's from the Bronx, so she has tie-ins to the Bronx.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a whole New York stuff going on over there.
All right.
I think.
All right, so why don't we take a quick break? When we come back, we're going to talk to Dana. See, oh my gosh, so many incredible things to show you. I feel like she was a gift that was just dropped here in the studio.
And if you want to come to studio, here.
Ever feel that way? Like you don't want to say anything, you don't want to blink because you can't really believe somebody's here or that actually happened. That's how I feel.
And if you want to come to the studio and watch Dawn hold her breath for the next 2 hours, come on down, 2400 Northwest.
Look at this.
Boca Raton Boulevard.
Just let me give you a teaser. Look at this incredible bag. Look, it even matches my wand. My wand can go in here with my crystals. The bag comes with crystals. It comes with this beautiful chakra tree, and it comes with her incredible artwork inside this bag. And it's purple, which is like a new neutral.
How'd she get a picture of you? That looks just like you.
How amazing is this? This is so great. I love this so much. She says, you want it? I'm like, I can't take your bag. But I love this bag. Look at the inside. Looks great. Right? Isn't this unbelievable? Andrew's like, wow, that's really nice.
It's like a very nice camera bag.
We'll get you another one for a camera bag. This one I'm keeping for me. The color, everything. It feels like a suede. I don't know. It's beautiful. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to meet the creator of all of these bags and books. So more to come. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddy S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
At Gen X, we believe skincare should be both powerful and purposeful. Beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. Powered by women, made for everyone. Packed with bovine placenta, a rare regenerative ingredient rich in growth factors and nutrients. Infused with collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and coconut oil. Each ingredient is powerful on its own, but even better together. Feel the science, see the glow. Shop Gen X now at genxbeauty.com.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Looking to help create opportunities for students with a passion for media? Join the Spotlight for a Cause fundraiser. In partnership with Do Good Delray, AMP2 Media Productions, 561 Music, and Crazy Uncle Mike's, we will amplify the talent of local artists, musicians, and storytellers while raising critical support for our students. Located at Crazy Uncle Mike's on October 21st at 5 p.m., join us. Be a part of shaping futures. Be a part of the story.
Do you remember the music of the 50s and 60s?
You better eat all your dinner, and you better be good in school, or you could end up in
The
a
songs
zoo.
that made you dance, laugh, and fall in love?
You know you could be better than a slimy fish.
The
That's
family,
all
the
wet,
food, the
gonna
fun,
get
and
caught,
the memories
it's
that
gonna
came
be
with that.
somebody's dinner.
Relive those golden days with Peter Tracy on PHT Live, where music and memories come alive. Like and subscribe today at PHT Live on YouTube and get entered to win a free t-shirt. Plus a chance to meet Peter live in studio. PHT Live with Peter Tracy, bringing back the good vibes.
been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we are back. So excited. Look at all of this color. These beautiful empowered women and the crystals and the vibrancy. And we're here with Dana Sardano. She is the creator of all of this incredible spiritual journey of empowerment. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Everything is just absolutely magnificent. And the stories, we've never met. And we were so grateful that Mike from VCMG Live sent us your contact information. And talking to you on the phone, Freddie was talking, he goes, what do you think? I said, I think we have to have her. She's everything that we do in the studio. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Ooh, it's funny because since I got here, I'm like, "Bup, bup, 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 bup," and I was like, oh, I got to save them. I got to save my stories. But the long and the short of it is I'm a retired educator. I was in education for about 23 years. And in 2015, probably around the 20-year mark, I figured out I could paint. By happenstance, I picked up a paintbrush and couldn't stop. And over a few months, I developed my voice, and then I just became crazed. And by 2017, I left my very cushy career as an educator to paint. And my husband, we gave up our lives. Like, he was like, we're going to have to sell the house. I was like, all right, put the house on the market. He's like,
One day you went from being an educator at a very prominent school in the area, and you said, I'm out.
Yeah, like something happened. And it's funny because, what I've learned.
Do you know what happened? Do you remember like that moment that you said there's been a shift when you weren't in an accident, nothing changed?
That's a really good question because in retrospect, I could see the shift in stages, but the immediate shift was when I picked up the paintbrush. It was like one of those things I said to my husband, hey, you wanna go to a painting with a twist class? And he was like, no. He's like, but I'll paint with you at home. Let's go pick up some painting supplies. It was like a Friday. We want to do something different, And so when I started painting the painting, something woke up. And then that was the first shift. And then I was like, oh my God, I have to paint every day. And I would come home from work at night and I would put the sheet over the table and I would paint. And then it was just like, I'm going to expand, right? The shift expands into doing art festivals, expands into, I can get an exhibit at a local bar. And then, then we moved.
What was the first, I want to say woman, the first image you created? Was it any of these that you remember?
Yeah, is it any of these? No. The first image I created was a paisley elephant. I saw the image on the Painting with a Twist advertisement. And so when I told my husband I was going to paint, he likes elephants. I was like, I'm going to paint you an elephant.
Oh, so then these are perfect.
These are perfect, exactly. But the first image of a woman, let's see if I can find it quickly. Now, it was a mother and a child mermaid. Yeah, I can't find it, and I'm not going to take your time looking for it. But I was painting, I would see pictures on the internet, and I would paint them in my own style. Just kind of, I could paint a boat, and I could paint a tree. And now that was another one. I started painting mermaids like a crazy woman. But I painted this mother and child, and again, my own style, but I saw the image. And that's when it really woke up for me. My kids were young, so I was a mother, and I could relate to this. And then I started painting all these mother-childs. And in this book, and I'm not going to move it because I'll destroy the table, it's called A Woman's Journey, and I tell the story of a woman through my images, but I have this whole section to mother-child, and then I painted a woman alone. And then I started hitting all the archetypes of women, of, the stylish woman and the creative woman and the rebel woman, and then I got the Ubuntu girls out of that. And then I started painting animals, and it just continued to evolve,
Your light, your energy, the colors, the vibrancy. This book is spectacular.
It's really good.
The pictures, the words, and then you have these cards that you went around the studio, you told everyone to pick a card. So I shuffled them, and I shuffled until I felt I was done shuffling, and then I picked a card.
Describe the card because you have them, but what's in the front and what's in the back?
Okay, firstly, this is the image. I just found it. This is the mermaid. You can't see the lights on it. Wait, there we go. So it's the mother, and it's a little baby. You can't even tell it's a baby mermaid until you really look at it. But the pictures, the images are just all paintings that I've done that it's going to be hard to see because of the light. But I just created these images, and a friend of mine, I found myself, I'm going to try to make the story succinct, but I found myself on this unintentional spiritual journey when I started painting, and we had to sell our house so I could leave my job, and we moved out into like the woods. We moved out to Jupiter Farms, and then I met really cool people. I never met a Reiki healer before I met a Reiki healer. I never knew people who could read auras. I met people, so I was meeting all these really cool people because I was now aligning with that energetic frequency, not to get too weird on you. And I met this woman who's a trance channel, so she's able to channel energies from higher realms, and she was channeling all these beautiful messages, and she had this notebook and she kept all these messages, and she's like, why don't we combine my incredible messages with your images? And now we have it, and those are the Soul Traveler cards. And this, I don't know if you can see it here, this purple bag, I have created, like I took them out of their wrapping, out of their boxes, and I repurposed them. I gave them a facelift, and I put crystals in the bag and a stick of selenite and some cool stuff so people could have.
You said Soul Traveler's bag. What does that mean?
Well, Soul Traveler is the name of the deck, and the reason we call it the Soul Traveler is because for those who are willing to look, those who are willing to truly do the introspection and better understand who they are, who they truly are, not what they tell us we are, and really delve in and become the greater versions of themselves, become more connected to their, just trying to choose my language, just to the highest version of themselves. Those are true soul travelers.
Are you a soul traveler?
Duh.
Have you always been?
Have I always been? I think we all are without even realizing it. And the more we say yes to ourselves, the more we embrace the joy, the more we eliminate things that no longer serve us, the more we become connected to our souls. And so we're constantly traveling. It's the pace with which we travel that depends on our level of commitment to ourselves. You know what I mean?
So you lay the cards and I say, well, I've seen you do this in the studio.
Yeah.
People are picking. What are they looking for? Are they looking for something they can relate to? Are they looking, what is it that they look on when you put them out that way, the cards?
So when I put the cards, when I meet people, I just want them to take a piece of my artwork, and there's always a message, but I want them to connect with the artwork. So people are used to like tarot, and like, you know, I saw you put your hands, and so now that tells me a lot about you, your ability to feel the energy through your hands, which makes you clairsentient. We could do a whole show on this. But so you were feeling it. I thought that was because my kids do that. They can feel the heat. Do you feel a vibration or heat?
Usually it's like a heat or it like sucks me in.
Yeah. Yeah, see, for me, because I'm more clairvoyant, I got the clairsentience too, but again, that's for another day. The images almost have a light on them, and so I grab them. But anyway, I want people, I'm going to pretend like I don't hear that, but I want,
He's fixing it right now.
Okay. I want people to pick the artwork, but yet I know that whatever calls for them, the message is for them.
Right.
So for me, that's just about people getting the message that is right for them. But there's a whole sorts of ways you could do the cards.
And the journey of the women, all of these have women on them. Here's a giraffe, which is a little unique in here. Why is the journey of womanhood, of the female, the divine feminine, so important to you?
Look at you busting out with the divine feminine. Firstly, the Soul Traveler has a variety of them. The Ubuntu girls, that's specifically women. They all have the message.
Okay.
But the divine feminine, you know, there's a divine feminine, divine masculine, right? But really, all that is the greatest version of ourselves. So I'm a woman, but I have a balance between feminine and masculine energies. But what's going on in the world has set us all off balance. So women have been forced to become more masculine because, you know, we're women's rights and we're going to whatever. And so now there's an imbalance in the women, and the men, listen, I'm not a man. I'm sure there's there's whoever out there to help the men, but they're imbalanced too because of whatever's going on in the world. So my feeling is if I could assist women, all people, but specifically women, to bring themselves back into balance. The balance of the masculine, which is the doer, the action, the protector. The balance of the woman, which is the intuitive, the creator, the nurturer, and bring that into balance. Oh my God, it's the woman that needs to bring the world back into balance because this You asked. Because this masculine energy that is so off kilter, that's creating the wars and the violence and the atrocities, is why we need the women to rise up. But if the women are all fakaked, they're not going to be able to assist the men in bringing things back into balance. You know what I mean?
I love this. I love it. And you start with kids, right?
Yeah.
You don't just start with women that are change of life and changing careers. You start with kids.
Yeah.
And you have a whole program for kids
Yeah.
to align with their chakras.
Yeah.
This morning we were talking about, I was reading a note from a kindergarten teacher on 40 years of what has changed. There's no more storybooks, there's no more coloring with crayons, it's digital, it's swiping, it's finger dexterity, it's patience. Can they wait in line anymore? How to be kind to each other, all the things we learned in kindergarten. And she was so upset with the system, she's retiring because the anxiety that our children are walking around with, the lack of instability, the ADHD, the lack of patience and compassion was too hard as an educator. But yet, you go back to
Square one.
peace, meditation, and children, aligning your chakras when you're young.
Yeah, yeah, and I do it from a practical standpoint because people who are not connected to the woo, they think they hear chakras and they're like, oh, that's weird, and or the soul traveler, or any of it, that's weird. But really, because I'm balanced and I'm grounded by nature, I like to take that stuff and bring it to the practical. So if I'm talking about the root chakra, I'm not talking about sound bowls and sitting under the moonlight. I'm talking about get yourself grounded, eat right, take care of your body, have boundaries, meet those, things like that. And so the way I address it with the kids is basically what we would have done 40 years ago in kindergarten, right? But I try to make it colorful and utilize my artwork and connect them spiritually,
It's so incredible. And about the woo.
Oh.
It's a trilogy of your books.
Yeah.
Tell us about the story.
Oh my God, this is like my dream that somebody's asking me about my stuff. I'm like,
The
oh.
woo is you, my kids, everyone in here thinks I'm a little woo-woo. Woo-woo. She's woo-woo, that's mom, that's just who.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm like woo-woo grandma, whatever it is, fairy.
And now you met.
And I met you,
woo.
and you identify the woo.
Yeah, so these 3 books, this one's a little bit covered, but this is what I call the 10 Recs trilogy. This blue one is called 10 Recommandments for Personal Empowerment. It's follow-up behind it. Do you mind? I'm gonna
Take
mess
whatever
this
you
thing
want.
up. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. The elephants are on display. Okay. Because this is big stuff. This is where I really light up, because I've been dim until now.
Yeah, I can tell.
I get excited. Somebody wants to hear about my stuff. I'm freaking out. Okay. So, 10 Recommandments for Personal Empowerment. The way I describe...
What a great name.
Isn't that great? Because I'm not it's not a commandment. No one's forcing you. But I'm recommending that you do this.
That's awesome.
But this is for people to, I joke, get their heads out of their asses and get their lives together. So if you're ready to do the work, and you're ready to step out of your stories and step out of your limiting beliefs, this tells a story. And it's very anecdotal. It's like, this is what I did. This is a dumpster fire that I lived in. This is how I got out of it. And this is how you can do. Remember, a teacher wrote it, right? The follow-up is Beyond the 10. I don't look at the title.
I love this.
It's Beyond the 10,
woo-woo.
Decoding the Woo-Woo. And the message here is, when you do this, all of a sudden, magic starts to open up to you and you don't realize what it is, and it could be scary. I told you I started meeting people like Reiki healers and psychics. I didn't know why, but I was aligning with them. And then you start hearing things like manifestation and alignment, and it's confusing and it sounds weird. And I break it down like, no, manifestation is when you decide you want something, you do the action, stuff comes to you easily because you're in the flow and you get it done. So I just kind of break it down like a chick from Jersey.
So it's like a book to help with your spiritual awakening?
Yeah,
Like a little
yeah, but the spiritual
handbook?
awakening happens
After doing
once you start aligning yourself. Sometimes people get kicked. Sometimes people really have terrible things happen, which
the life turns upside down. Yeah.
Exactly. And then it turns into a spiritual awakening. But that's
in order to go back to that balance you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's real dark night of the soul stuff. So this is walking you through the dark night of the soul, if we want to speak in that language. Mm-hmm. This is what happens when you get there. It helps you better understand, what's going on. And then this one, this is my crown jewel. So this one is, again, Beyond the 10, Decoding the Woo-Woo. And this is, you've cracked the code, the woo is you. Because at the end of the day, we've all been taught to look outside of ourselves, whether it be religion or politics or whatever it is. And this is like, no, man, it's like Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Oh,
You've always had the gift.
Yeah,
you always had the gift.
And that's what this is saying. But what this does, remember, there's a teacher in the house. It not only walks through in theory, but you could see it's a bunch of open-ended questions. Actually, not one has shown up. Oh, there you go. I'm like, look at all the open-ended questions. Just pretend like you see them. But all the open-ended questions, and I go as far as talking about people's spiritual gifts. I walk through all of like discernment and vision and all of our aspects of self, sensitivity, thoughtfulness, to get to this place where your gifts open up because you are aligned, spiritual, and connected.
Okay, so I got a question. When you became a teacher and you polished up your skills of delivery, see, because all the greats delivered. They delivered with words, they delivered with examples, and then somebody else wrote about them, and then they have exaggerated them. But the frequency was always there. So when you were a young lady before a teacher, you had a calling.
Yeah.
Where that you find yourself to be different than everybody else, different of them teaching you what you're supposed to learn, that you find yourself saying, there's got to be something more.
Yeah. I was always in trouble. Because I was mouthy, you know, and it's funny because I don't know, I'm like I'm just going to say it, I'm just going to be out with it. Like the stories that they told us, remember I taught history. So I'm teaching this stuff, and I'm like, something's not right here. But even the stories that they told us religiously, I'll just keep that blanket, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And not just in a logical way, but I was able to see beyond the motivation of telling those stories. So when you start to understand that everything in society is fear-driven, to keep us complacent and to keep us controlled and to keep us from our light shining. And when you start to see that, you want to shine your light and you want to assist others, because when we all figure it out, when we all align ourselves and become spiritual and figure out the woo is us, then all these things that we've been taught to focus on outside of us that we hate, right? We could all agree that we hate war, we hate poverty, we hate deceit, we hate these things. So rather than look at all the things we hate, because we're just creating more of that, when we look within and we align ourselves, then that kind of dissolves because all of our attention is in the light.
You have to be able to hold on to that thought.
You have to believe, right?
You have to believe it.
You have to believe
You have to be able to walk, talk, and still believe it.
Yes, yeah, but the only way I believe that you're going to believe it is first it starts with faith. So you have to trust that that's a thing. And then you have to exhibit it, you have to take action. And then when you start to see the evidence, that faith goes stronger. And then, so I'll do more of whatever it is that created that. And you create it for yourself. And I think too many people are waiting for a savior. The first chapter in here, I talk about the belief in savior and all that. We're waiting for a savior. Nobody's going to save us but us.
Yourself.
End of story. The woo was you.
That's right.
You know?
That's a good point. See?
Would you say these books are more tailored for like a young adult audience, like for younger women, or for anyone in general that's trying to like learn more about their spirituality?
I think that the trilogy itself comes from a middle-aged woman's perspective. But I do think that you would definitely gain, especially this one. This one, you would be like you'd be like, okay, I'm not that broken, but I could put things back together. But I think I'm mostly speaking to the audience that is me, like a person of my age, maybe between 30 and 50. Okay, 30 and 54.
Between 1 and 30.
If we're going to be exact. But that age of women, however, I have things for all, like these Ubuntu Girls Guide to Greatness, these cards. These are for everybody. These would be perfect for you. There's a lot of introspective questions if you like to journal, how-tos, hot tips, affirmations. The Veda Finds Her Crown, I say, is for people between 8 and 88. It's a little story and a workbook, but it's really Chakras 101, and it helps you in general, helps people understand where your imbalances are based on your development, like your age of development, and your aspect of self. So what I mean by that is our chakra system, they come into resonance, like your root chakra 0 to 7, your sacral 7 to 14, your solar plexus 14 to 21, and so on and so forth. So if I have imbalances in my solar plexus, which is about your sense of confidence, your sense of being worthy, and I can look back to those formative years and go, oh, my father left me at daycare every day. Of course I don't believe I'm worthy or that I matter because that happened. Let me go back, look at that irrational belief, make it rational with my adult brain, put that to rest, and then I'll bring that chakra back into balance. And that's what I'm talking about the practicality of the chakra. You don't need a sound bowl. I mean, the sound bowl may help. I'm not saying, I'm not like, poo-pooing on any of that. Like the sage may help and the sound bowls and the crystals may help, but it's like digging a hole. The dirt's just gonna keep coming in if you don't fill that hole with something. And if you don't fill it with a healthy belief, then no sound bowl's gonna save you.
You have to hold your belief in your light. See, but you've done that. We talk over and over again that the media, and I think the media and politics and the message that we receive are to increase fear in the society. It's everything you say. So I always say to Freddie, our job is to get back to what we did as we've always done and bring in the woo-woo and bring in the light and bring in the color and the creativity and the youth, because that has not been jaded by everything else that's out there. So I feel like this is our calling. We've always done this. When I met you, you said, this is what you do it.
The woo is you.
The woo is me.
And the woo begins when you're birthed. It changes because of things around you. It's like wearing a dress and changing your dress, and you accept the dress. And digging that hole is you digging it. Let's start there. Don't think about why you're digging the hole. Start about who's holding that shovel. And we talked about this. We talked about it from beginning to end. And that you have discovered a good question about what you should ask her is, I am connected, and it starts there. When you start doing that, man, everything changed.
Look, we even got Mona Lisa out here.
I know.
You should come see all of these great things.
And the woo is her. Some of us sleep longer than others.
I would love to read that book. I come from a family of healers and very spiritual people back in South America. My grandma and my mom. So I always had it in me, but ever since I moved to the States, I kind of lost that part of myself. So the woo has been me, but I have not.
It's yours.
I've not catered to her.
It's yours.
This is wonderful. I also love that you're able to teach these things to people, because I feel like we're going through a little bit of a spiritual renaissance, and we need a little more guidebooks to know what to do with all this change of frequencies and energies, for sure.
It's the young ones.
We're all looking for one of these.
Oh, well, I got them. Head over to UbuntuFishGallery.com. Yes. But it's funny because what you said, Freddie, is so on point that we all come out of the womb gifted. And we get programmed and we get beat up by life a little bit. That's really what this one is about, right? We get beat up by life, and it's for us, the older versions of us, to peel back that stuff. The youth, I'm not saying that you guys don't have your stories or, of dysfunction, but it's this. I feel like we are in a generation, and I'm going to speak your language, of higher frequency. The young kids are coming in at this higher frequency. That's why there's so much confusion, because the previous generation and above is so imbalanced with the masculine energy that I'll put myself in the group, we are creating more problems for the youth. We're confusing them. And I'm not going to get into the specifics, but if you really look at what's going on with kids, you can see that we're doing this to them. You guys are coming in the higher frequency, you're coming in with purity. And if we could just step back and let you be you and stop screwing things up, then you could do it. But again, you kind of have to fight the current a little bit. But I think people like us, we're kind of like the warriors who are paving the way, so my children, so your children can take the baton and just make the world a better place. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely agree. It's definitely going to be a little bit chaotic at first, because if you look at physics, at first chaos, and then boom.
And that's what we're looking at.
Something new comes out of it, for sure. So
it's funny.
Just in the mix right now.
The kids make fun of me because I say things that are chaotic. Is that fair? Chaotic a little bit? But do you know, I do it because I'm tired of hearing the same thing that's wrong. I'm tired of hearing, you got to wait your turn. I'm tired of hearing, it ain't you, it ain't your time. I'm tired of that. And sometimes, because I'm getting to that stage in my life, I got to speed the clock up. I want them to understand the woo is you. And it's just waiting for you to acknowledge it.
Yeah. 100%.
And if you acknowledge it as one thing, that other people approve it, that's something else. You know how many people shy away because they speak the way you do, and you do it very well.
Oh, well,
because
go
delivery is everything. The way we live in our society, our media society, everything that goes on is the one well-spoken is the one that's listened to. Look at some of the presidents that we've had. Look at Obama. Look at them guys. Those guys, man, I'm going to tell you, they can talk the talk.
It's because she meets people on every level.
Yeah.
You start with the kids with cards. If you don't want to pick a card, you can have a crystal. If you don't want a crystal, pick one card, find one message, journal, look at colors. It's everywhere that you're meeting them.
Yeah.
You're not just saying, this is my only way. It's find the way that works for you. It resonates.
Yeah.
So from within, and you've met all of these needs from within.
She's the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah.
A la Mr. Reggie Jackson said that.
Amazing.
He is the straw that stirs the drink, because when you stir frequency, magical things happen.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we have not talked about the Ubuntu girls yet. We have to do that. First, we have to thank our sponsors, Spotlight for a Cause coming up, and more to come. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Dawn, look at where we're at. We're at Crazy Uncle Mike's, and what's going to happen here on October 21st?
Huge thank you to Crazy Uncle Mike and Do Good Del Rey for being able to help support the AMP Media Futures Foundation right here on October 21st, 5 o'clock. Save the date, coming out. All proceeds benefit the interns and producers of the AMP Media Productions. Music, food, drink, raffles, and a whole lot of fun and community. So come on out, check out the stage, see what's happening next.
Guys, you do not want to miss out on this event. October 21st, 5 p.m., Crazy Uncle Mike's. Be there or be here or be square. We're gonna have great entertainment, great food, great drinks, all the above. You're gonna have a fantastic time, and it's all going back to AMP Media Futures Foundation.
Don't miss out on a chance to give back while having a blast. Come join us at Uncle Mike's.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
At Coriander, we bring you simplified yet elevated Indian food, where every spice, every aroma, and every clay oven dish is a celebration of your senses. From the rich warmth of cinnamon and cloves to the depth of turmeric and coriander, our curries are crafted with love, passion, and tradition. Comfort food from across the ocean. Come taste the magic at Coriander. Visit us at 3441 Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, or call 561-739-3952 to order today. Coriander, where flavor meets comfort.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddy S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
In 1917, Dutch dancer Mata Hari was executed by firing squad near Paris for allegedly spying for Germany during World War I. She was accused of passing military secrets but was likely wrongly convicted, becoming symbolic scapegoat of wartime fear and later a legendary figure in popular culture. On October 15, 1940, Charlie Chaplin released The Great Dictator, a groundbreaking satirical film that boldly criticized Adolf Hitler, fascism, and the rise of totalitarian regimes during World War II. The film was Chaplin's first true sound film and showcased his talent not only as a comedian but also as a sharp social commentator. He played dual roles, a ruthless dictator named Adenoid Hinkel, a parody of Hitler, and a humble Jewish barber. Through humor and poignant scenes, the film addressed issues like oppression, persecution, and the fight for human rights. On October 15, 1951, I Love Lucy premiered on CBS television, starring Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. The show became an instant hit thanks to its unique blend of slapstick comedy, sharp writing, and the undeniable chemistry between Ball and Arnaz, who were married in real life. I Love Lucy was groundbreaking for its time. It was one of the first scripted TV shows to be filmed in front of a live studio audience and used a multi-camera setup, techniques that became standard in sitcom production. In 1952, E.B. White's beloved children's novel Charlotte's Web was published by Harper & Brothers, featuring illustrations by Garth Williams. The story of a pig named Wilbur and his friendship with the wise spider Charlotte has become a timeless classic, celebrated for its themes of friendship, loyalty, and the cycle of life. In 1973, American country singer-songwriter Dolly Parton released her single Jolene, the title track of her upcoming album. The song quickly became a massive hit, reaching #1 on the country charts in both the United States and Canada. Known for its heartfelt lyrics and catchy melody, Jolene remains one of Parton's most iconic and enduring songs.
And we are back. That was This Day in History. And This Day in History every day is created by the students, the interns, the producers right here at AMP Media Futures Foundation. All the commercials you see here, all the segments, everything you see in between our segments is created right here by all of the crew. And right now we're between fall and spring semester, but what a great crew we have. And Amaya, she's brand new. I think Ethan's still here. I don't know, but it's really, truly amazing. We've got Dana Sardano and Freddy. I feel as if God and the angels just like dropped this gift, and I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, is she real? Is she really here? Because it's everything my woo that we talk about. It's like Sally and her art and my wands and the magic and creation and her being a healer with her family, all like rolled up into one.
It melts your anxiety. I don't know. You got an event on the 21st, don't you?
Yes, I have an event on the 21st. But I want to talk about the Ubuntu girls. What is Ubuntu?
So Ubuntu is an African term that means I am because we are. And when my children, I have young teenagers, they're 15, I had to think about it, they're 15 and 16, but when they were like 4-ish, I stumbled across this term and this philosophy, and I was like, oh my God, this is how I'm going to raise my kids. Everything is Ubuntu. Like, oh, where is it? I have it here. This early reader is called Me You Ubuntu. It's about sharing for little kids, and I wrote it for my girls. So anyway, so I heard this term, I got all excited about it, and I've applied it to every aspect of my life, to business, to friendships, to my artwork, and it's just really about unity consciousness and understanding that we're all in this together. And it's so important. And we talked about this earlier, Freddie. At first, we got to get ourselves right. That's the 10 rec stuff. And then, whoops. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's no way I was getting down there with my shoes on. At first, we get ourselves together, and then we're able to assist others. We do our oxygen mask, and we assist others, and that's how we all rise together.
All right, so it sounds like a perfect world. We get ourselves together. Every morning we meditate. We're all together.
Get a crystal.
And we get in the car, and someone cuts us off, and we're a little less together. And there's a red light, and you're a little less together. You walk in, someone's having a bad day, someone's late, something goes wrong at work, you're a little less together. By 10 o'clock, everything you just did at 6 o'clock is gone. How do you stay together?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. You know, it's not about sitting and meditating in the morning and then all of a sudden your whole day is great. It's a constant dedication and commitment to self, about grounding, being aligned. And what I mean when I say that is, we all carry, and you mentioned earlier, we all carry the stuff, you know, throughout our lives. You know, I was abused and I was neglected and, you know, the ex-husband or whatever, and we carry these things, but we don't have to carry them. So when we learn how to not only drop those backpacks with the rocks that we're carrying, but look at the irrational beliefs and the things that we carry that are deserving and let go of those too. And it's this constant inner work that I was talking about before. When we learn to put that aside, then the extra stuff, the meditating in the morning, the running or the exercising to move the body, the having organization and a structure to your life, to a plan, like all of the things that keep you grounded, following the joy, exercising your creativity, loving without condition or expectation, living authentically. Oh, I just went up the chakras, by the way, of all the traits, like doing all these things, exercising discernment. When we do those things all the time, we become so grounded that when we get in the car and somebody cuts you off, you're only angry for a second because you're grounded. You bring that pendulum back to center. You go to work, somebody else is carrying ick with them because they suck or whatever their problem is. It doesn't get on you because you've learned you're so grounded in yourself and you're so at peace and aligned with yourself. Their ick can't get on you. And if it does, you know how to quickly get that ick off. So how do you keep it? You just constantly keep it. Now, listen, this is 50, we already covered 54 years. This is 54 years of figuring this thing out. But once you get yourself, it's like the seagrass. The only reason the seagrass could flow in the wind is because it's rooted to the ground. Those roots get pulled up, the seagrass, no, the seagrass is down the beach. But when we're rooted in all of the things that keep us well, happy, and whole, and everybody individually knows what that is for them, but the basics are following the joy. The basics are taking care of your body. The basics are having peace in your mind, not allowing the box on the TV to tell you all the ugly, scary things to make you fearful. Those are the basics.
Do you do workshops?
I do. I do. I used to do them in the gallery before I sold the gallery. Now I take my show on the road. Like, excuse me, I'm in the process of speaking to somebody from my daughter's school. I want to do a group of teenage girls with my Ubuntu girls, which you asked me about. I totally glazed over. I apologize. But this newest deck that I created with my empowered women, you could see it's got tips, tools, inspirational. And what I do is I do a workshop with these, assisting people to better understand their aspects, to ground themselves, to become the rooted seagrass so they can go into the world and not want to run that guy off the road.
But how great to do this with teenage girls and let them find their community as teenagers, because as teenagers they lose it because it's who's going to date who, and then there's prom, and what are you going to wear, and what do you look like. They're telling me that these teenagers are already on GLP-1s and what they're going through. And you bring a fresh perspective of just getting back to being who you are and creating friends and community at that young age. Yeah. Because that's when it starts. Middle school is about when it starts getting destroyed. Yeah. And then as you get older and older, for some reason women don't feel they can come together because there's competition. But yet, if we don't, we can't raise that divine feminine, right? And then we keep everything off kilter.
100%. You know, as you're saying that about the girls at the prom, I had a friend not too long ago, excuse me, my throat chakra. I had a friend was blaming all of her woes on her ex-husband. And I was like, you don't understand. Your ex-husband didn't screw you up. You aligned with him because you were already screwed up. So you would never have wound up with him if you didn't have those imbalances. You know what I mean? When we look back at all of the missteps and all the experiences, it's because energetically that's what we were aligned with. So when you know, at the end of the day, when you know yourself, and that's one of the Ubuntu girls, that's a lecture, by the way, that's her message. When you truly know yourself, and you do that by looking within and doing the work and all these things that I keep repeating, then you're less likely to get sucked into the whole GLP thing, right? You're less likely to get sucked into the guy that's mistreating you, because you would never be with somebody who mistreats you, because you have enough self-esteem and worthiness, because you know yourself. So you're right, it starts here.
It starts when they're young. It starts in kindergarten, and it builds, and it's harder. And I'm sure it's just as hard for little boys. I can relate to the girls. I have a son, though.
Yeah.
It's just totally different. But yet he's having a daughter next month, so it's going to be different. It's the Aaron as a girl dad.
That's
I know,
awesome.
which is crazy. How do people reach you and get more information?
The best way to find me is at ubuntufishgallery.com. I'm sure it's somewhere, somehow. But
There you go.
Oh, look at that. And I just, you know, in this new motivation that I've had, I just revamped my website. Very excited. So everything you need to know about me is on that website, about what I do. You could go to Instagram, TikTok, any of those. I try to post a video a day. Just whatever, talking my noise. I try to throw 30 seconds of inspiration out there a day. So if you wanted to see that, but ubuntufishgallery.com is truly where it's at.
Oh my gosh, you are so great.
I like the aspect that she gives you her inner guidance, and you're actually going to you're the one that's going to balance you. But this is a good way of acknowledging the fact that it does exist.
Yeah,
Kinda cool.
you got to do the work. I could just, you know, lead you to water. It's up to you to drink, you know.
That's true.
Find the faith, stay in faith, believe in the power within, which is what Freddie says every day to our crew. Are you the best at what you do? Are you the best at who you are?
That's it right there. You're the best at who you are.
You do a lot of work from that chair, Freddie.
I do.
You watch him point over there.
You think it's because I asked him to do. Why don't you put it on the metal? You know, it's refreshing to find somebody who actually knows it. Now, I'm not going to say preach it because that's her decision, but knows it. And then you see others that are affected by it. And everything is affected by those, again, that deliver cleanly, that deliver it with choice and choices. Nobody's telling you you have to. They're just acknowledging the fact that it exists. And it's just a different, I mean, you and I have been doing this 10 years, and our messages have never been defined like she does it.
True.
Oh, you guys are awesome. You know, I would say be the ball, but you have to walk the walk, because there's so many people out there. I mean, I see these spiritual gurus out there. I'm not going to mention any names, but I see right through them. And I'm like, oh, sellout, or, you know, and I see your agenda. But if you're living this, like, I could tell you're living this. I could tell you're living this. If you're living by this level of, we'll just call it decency, for lack of a better word, it shows in every aspect of your life. I walked in here and we were all like, hey, because we recognize the light in me sees the light in you. Like, we see it. And when we do that, you don't have to prove it to another. You just live it. And then people are like, when Harry met Sally, I want what she's having. And that's how they tell two friends and so on. And again, we lift the world together.
I'll have a cup of what she's having.
Her delivery,
yes.
Her delivery is amazing.
She's great.
Oh, I love you guys.
But I knew
Where's
it,
my room?
I knew it going in that it was going to be different. Because to teach it and to explain it sometimes is more difficult than to believe it.
Always.
That's the problem.
Because you're not trying to convince people. You're just sharing your light. It's up to them, the listener, the viewer, to either buy in or not.
Yeah.
You're not trying.
100%.
You're not saying you have to. You're just saying, this is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I believe in. And look, how many people believe.
Yeah,
amazing.
I know. It's so cool. And
It's
you meet
so
people who understand, you know, sprechen malingity, you know what I mean? You understand. And there's more people out there. It's just about, connecting with them. So I'm so glad that I made the effort, inspired action. I made the effort. I contacted the radio station. You guys called me. I called you back immediately. We set this up. And now more like-minded people in my little unicorn circle. I couldn't be any happier.
She believes in unicorns too. Mine's over there under We're Understanding. Her name is Fairy. She stays on set with me.
Oh, you are the Super Woo. I love it.
Totally Super Woo. That's my new name now, Super
I don't
Woo.
know if you like this purse. You're like, are you kidding me?
I try to stay professional until I know somebody and then forget it.
We're gonna do the cloak. What do they call that when they put the?
Mine's gonna say Super Woo.
So we're gonna do the Super Woo cloak. Why not?
I love it.
Why not? Listen, if in strengths it helps you understand, then do it.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we've got some gifts to open on stage, and we'll wrap it up. More to come. We'll be right back.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
Craving fresh, delicious, and affordable kosher products? Come visit Casey Market. Since 2009, we've been your trusted source for high-quality groceries, fresh meat, fish, deli, and more. We take great pride in our business and the quality of our products, including our irresistible kosher pastries, baked fresh daily at our on-site bakery, and our full-service catering for any occasion. Located at 3775 Woolbright Road in Boynton Beach. So whether you are on your lunch break, stocking up on essentials, or are looking for a sweet treat, come check out our wide selection. We offer refrigerated delivery across the Tri-County area and beyond. Visit us today or online at koshercentral.com. Contact us by phone at 561-396-9711. KC Market, where quality and customer satisfaction come together.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
Hey everybody, I'm reporting to you from Crazy Uncle Mike's. My name is Jill Winters. We have a show coming up on October 21st. It's for the AMP Media Futures Foundation. We want all the singers, all the entertainers, anyone that's involved with, anyone who loves drinking. We're at Crazy Uncle Mike's, that's what we do here. We're gonna give you a great show. I'm gonna be here with all my friends from Brooklyn Cafe TV and AMP Media. We look forward to seeing you all. Please get in touch with us and we'll see you soon.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. Super Woo is back in the house.
Super Woo.
I love being Super Woo. I feel like I'm going to get a cape. This is Super Woo.
I was thinking when I was sitting there, we should do the Super Woo Club, so everybody that joins gets a cape.
Maybe I can have the baby call me Nana Woo Woo or something.
Nana Woo Woo.
Anyway, before we wrap up, we've got some amazing gifts that we don't even know what they are.
I don't know
that
what this
Dana
is.
Sardano has gifted us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We just grab a mic. Is there a mic there? Oh, you're loud. Never mind. You're good. We hear you.
So in that book, that Veda book, I'm holding it, the one about the chakras, there's 7 characters, one for each chakra. Oh, I love this. I chose those 2 for you because just based on my sense of you. So that's Pravda, Freddy, and Pravda is about the throat chakra, and it says, I speak my truth and live authentically. The card in there is just, it's a bookmark. And then I put a little bag of crystals. I might have thrown a piece of candy in there because, you know, it's candy. And yours is Daya. And Daya is the solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus, hers is I feel worthy of and empowered to pursue my purpose.
Yep.
And I felt that about you as well because everything that I saw about you was about empowerment. And again, a little bag of crystals. And the crystals correspond with that chakra.
And her name is like mine.
What's that?
And her name is Daya, so like day, so it's dawn.
There you go. There you
See
go.
that?
And your crystals, you'll see they're all yellows and
They
stuff.
are
And Freddy's, you're all blues and
beautiful.
And like I said, a bookmark for, you know, a book.
It's so funny.
I'm going to put it in the lobby.
What color are your crystals? Blue?
Does it matter?
Yeah,
I
blue,
got
like
You got
the
some
throat chakra.
Coca-Cola in there. You
Wow.
got some blue halides.
I got to tell you, I get gifted crystals all the time.
You have your own little pouch. That's awesome.
We're all super woo
I
in
got
this place.
crystals. I got crystals everywhere. Oh, Gato,
These
here,
are-
I got something for you too. I look in my pockets. They make fun of me all the
I
time.
cannot believe I found you guys.
That's what we keep saying about you.
Oh, look. I got a coin.
You're
A smiley
hilarious.
coin.
I love it.
This is a gentleman that he's no longer with us. He passed on. But he gave me this coin. And people get mad that I show this because they known him for years. And they didn't get a coin. He only gave out 3 of these from what I understand. And we live up with this. And I keep it close to my heart.
But your magic coin, your magic wand,
I got
your Super Woo
crystals.
capes. You guys are good to go.
I guess Mike knows us pretty well. I guess we're branded pretty well.
I
but
guess
we're not
Mike is a
branded.
friend.
We are who we are.
Yeah.
None of this is not who we are. This is truly the walk we walk every day.
But this is what we've been talking about since I met Dawn.
Right? This
10
bag
years
is like
ago.
beyond. Honestly, if I ever walked into a store that you had, I wouldn't even be able to choose what I'm getting.
Oh, I love
Amazing. So these bags are for sale because I'm thinking, they're thinking camera bag, I'm thinking Hanukkah, diaper bag, grandma diaper bag. Every grandma needs a diaper bag like this, don't you think?
Oh,
Nana
I love
Woo.
it.
That's interesting, the Nana Woo bag.
Nana Woo bag.
Whatever works. You know, sometimes you need something to remind you. You know, you're in your woo.
Like my Mary Poppins bag. I'm going to have my Nana Woo bag.
It's funny because when I first met Dawn, she says she was playing music from the plays. What is that?
Animation?
Yeah, all that stuff.
Broadway, yeah.
Broadway. And so I'm in her car and I'm hearing this and I'm like, okay, now this is different. And I said to myself, you know, when I was coaching, I used to tell my kids, if you decide to bunt, hit, whatever, steal, and do different, expect the unexpected, that's what we used to play with. That's the game we played. And so here I am, this is Dawn's music. I says, yeah, that's an interesting flavor you have there in music. I kind of dig it. I didn't know any of it, and it was Mary Poppins and la 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 la. I'm like, wow. And sometimes they'll put it on in here because you got to believe in who you are without fear of being their noise. You know, you don't need to listen to that. You need to listen to this. So, we totally get what you do. And we're trying to be fair to both sides because, you know, you have that side and then you have this side. And it's just
It's
so
a
many
different
years.
belief system.
It is. And there's no more challenging. You want to believe, you do. You don't. It's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I feel like you're a gift that they just really just dropped here, and I'm
she needed
I'm always
this.
amazed when the gifts come, but
She
I
needed
shouldn't be
you.
because they come when they're supposed to come.
Yeah, she needed
And
you.
here
She
you are.
needed you here today because this has been a real stressful week for Dawn. She's had a lot of stuff going on, and we have this thing on the 21st, and it's the first time that we're holding a fundraiser outside of our place. I guess when we had 200 people in here, the last one, she got a little bit overwhelmed. Thank you to Gato, who stayed on the first one with his lady and helped us clean up. The second one, I made them all cleaned up. It's a lot of work, but she's finding out there's a lot of work too.
It's not about the work. I mean, it's a community approach, and I just hope people come out and enjoy it and really learn about the benefits of the crew and who they are that work here, that volunteer here, that credit here. They're not paid to work here. They're here because they believe in themselves.
So I got an offer for you. I was asked if we want to do a fundraiser at the Panthers Stadium.
My
And
heart's
you and
already
I,
going like this.
and
I'm like,
you and I were in the 500 room. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
We used to do a fundraiser every year for not-for-profits before we got ours. We used to do this every year. And we did a shoot. Now, none of this crew was part of the shoot. This is all, they changed.
It's like 9-10 years
But
ago.
this room hosts 500 people. It's a tremendous room, and they gave it to us. Hey, do your show. Remember that? And then we went upstairs to the rafters, and we had our own. And there was 20,000 people in the cafe's name was up on the scoreboard and everything else. Well, I found a number, and I called, and they would be more than happy to hold a fundraiser like this. Now, you guys are all hockey fans. You love the Panthers, right? 2-time world champions. I mean, what a better place to hold it. Maybe you'll be more calm down.
Okay.
What do you think? Yeah? Okay.
Bringing my crystals with me and bringing my Nana Woo bag. I'm gonna be
Your wand?
my wand. I'm going to surround
I'm
myself
trying to make it
with all the
easy.
things that I do, and then I'm good to go. You know, like when I leave in the morning, I surround myself in my mind with all the things that empower me, whatever it is that you believe in. So yes, all that's going to come with me. I love it. We're going to have like a little store. We can sell all of these things. This is so perfect, this Diabat cup, who she is, what she stands for, the solar plexus. Spot on. So spot on.
We have a lot of pieces of stuff. And my Rock'em Sock'em Robots over here is covered because this guy's redoing stuff. But people leave things with us, and we have a lot of little stories. Every one of the stories in here has a story. Everything has a story. I'm going to put this in the lobby, and this is a different story.
You're funny because I'm taking mine with me.
I don't do that.
And he doesn't take anything with him. He doesn't drink a bottle of wine if someone gifts it to him.
I share it.
He doesn't drink
Ubuntu. I share it.
everything.
And it's funny because I have a bottle of wine when we first started our show 10 years ago or 9 years ago. I don't even know what the hell it is. I never opened it.
With the
And
gold leaf in it?
It has gold leaf in it. And I never opened it. And I still have it. And I will have it. And then when I pass on somebody else, I told you will have it. And that's going to be like this remembrance, this mark. I got a bottle of sauce from McDonald's that was gifted to me. The secret sauce, remember that? Well, they used to sell
Big
that.
Mac sauce.
They used to sell that in the stores.
Yep.
I have it. It used to be one color. It's a whole different color now. It's been around for 10 years unopened. So I just don't believe, I think that sometimes a message needs to be delivered. I always tell Dawn, if you go to the movies and you see a good movie and it has a message in it, that's better than all the words you can spend explaining the same message. Because people, for some reason, relate to trinkets and things. We have somebody in here, she went to the bathroom yesterday, she was an artist, and she said, oh my God, I love the bathroom. I love the bath. She says, you want me to give you the cup of coffee
She
in the
liked
bathroom?
the art in there.
She liked the art. I says, I could give you a cup of coffee in the bathroom. You want to sit for a while? That was so funny. She says, can I do that? I says, yeah.
So if you want to come back down on Tuesday, I know it's a bit of a trip for you, but we would love to have you join us.
Where is the?
Crazy Uncle Mike's
And
on
it's
Federal
in this
Highway.
area.
It's right around the corner on Federal.
What time?
Starts
Between
at
5
5.
and 7:30.
Oh, you'll be
I'll definitely write it down.
you'll
I won't
be
be able
a
to get my
trip.
husband to come with me because he's a curmudgeon. But
He's a what?
a curmudgeon, like just cranky.
Can you imagine?
He won't be cranky at this place. This place is going to be hopping.
I make them by myself though.
Opposite. So there's you and there's the curmudgeon.
Oh yeah, he's the anchor. He's the straight man, T crosser, I dotter.
Is he like in the numbers? Is he like an accountant, numbers person, finance?
Definite numbers guy. Yep. And then he's the reason though. He's the rock. He's the reason I can dream. When I figured out I could paint, and I was like, I have to leave my job, and he literally said we have to sell the house, and I was like, okay, and he was like, okay. And we did.
He didn't think you were going to say okay. He was going to say, oh, she's going to panic.
Right? No.
What sign are you?
What's that?
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like him.
Oh, Cancer as well.
Oh, God, another one. He's a woo-woo hero.
He's sensitive. He's a sensitive soul.
Him? This guy, he's a teacher, a philosopher. He's a lot of different things.
That's Cancer. Yeah.
All right, ready to wrap this up? An amazing show. Wow. One guest, over an hour. Incredible. We very rarely get to do this.
Or you can have hours.
I could be hours with you. You could do a seminar. You can do your own podcast. You can do your own show. You can, oh my gosh, you can change the world in one fell swoop.
One soul at a time.
Right? I mean, her delivery, she's got so much information, so much content.
It's amazing that she says that, because when I first met her, she said, I got nothing to say. I said, it's about what you got to say. It's about just be you.
Just be you. All right. Wow. Join us October 21st, Crazy Uncle Mike's. You can get your QR code. We'll be sending out another newsletter. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Dana Sardano. Oh my gosh.
South Florida Oldies.
Check it out. South Florida Oldies. Mike, thank you. What a great connection to our crew for making the set look absolutely spectacular. Jay's putting my wands on your bells to go out on next Tuesday, and all the swag bags. A lot of cool stuff.
That's a lot of good stuff. We're going to be at KC Market tomorrow, and Moses is asking if you would like to join us. I'd like to have like a big hit parade behind. We are actually putting our equipment in a cart, in a shopping cart, and we are walking around the store, and we're going to stream live while we do it.
We're shopping for Shabbat.
Yeah, we're shopping for Shabbat.
Shopping for Shabbat.
I'm not Jewish, but I'll find out what Shabbat means. All I know is the food that they served that day was delicious.
It's Sabbath. We got a challah, some wine, some sushi.
Oh, we could drink wine?
Yeah.
Can we drink it in the plate?
I don't see why not.
Well, I don't know. I ain't breaking no rules, because you know me, I'm Puerto Rican. I drink lots of wine.
I'll have to ask him tomorrow. Join us live tomorrow, 12 o'clock at KC Market on Woolbright up in Boynton Beach, or just join us live on the show. Wait to see what they put together for tomorrow. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Be safe, be kind to each other, and we will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.